He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
love. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for 90 Day Fiancée Before the 90 Days, Season 2, Episode 2. I posted on my Instagram, I think it was yesterday. I did not know this show, every episode was 2 hours. That's a movie. I don't look. This review will probably always be up late a couple days after the episode because I don't have the time, baby. I mean, y'all, I work a full-time job. I review all these other shows. 2 hours, bruh. Oh my God. I was like, I can't do this show. But I'm like, people like me reviewing it a little bit. So I'm like, I'll give it another try. Because everyone comes on, oh, well, it's getting even better. So can you just keep reviewing it? It will never be up the day it comes out. You know, it won't. Because a lot of stuff comes on Sunday or Monday. I don't know what day it comes on. I think it's Monday. I don't know, but it's too fucking hours. It's get on my nerves. Anyway, but I'm here with it. Okay, it's 3:53 in the morning. Okay, it's basically Wednesday. It's basically hump day. So let's hump this shit on out. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and be an active subscriber. Like, don't come and just subscribe and like subscribe and don't never come back and see shit. No, come back and watch the videos. Come back and comment, like the videos. If you're watching me every day, like the shit because you like me and I like you too. Do not forget to also hit the button to get notifications to let you know when I have new videos up. And always like and share. Okay, don't keep me to yourself. Share me with your friends. So this episode, I wanted to start getting a little bit better. So I'm hoping by like episode 4 we're like into some shit. Like, I hate the whole let's end the episode on a cliffhanger of what's going on. I'm like, look, okay, I just need you to get the shit together. We meet Tarik. He's new. Okay, Tarik is 43. He has a daughter who has autism, and he has never been married. He's not with her mom. He's no longer with the mom, and he, was out there just chilling and living his life. And he took a trip to Asia. Okay, he took a trip to Asia, and he fell in love with Asian women. Okay, and he wants some of the Asian women. I'm like, okay, if you like it, I love it. So he came home and he surfed the nets for Asian dating websites. Are there really like dating websites for like races of people? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, where's the plus size girl website? Where's the website to find dates for the plus size people in your area? That's what I want to find out, okay? But, I mean, the guys I date now, Anyway, so he went to this Asian dating website and he's met a girl named Hazel. Okay, Hazel is 25. And where does she live? In the Philippines. None of these people are meeting anyone who lives anywhere near them. It's the weirdest shit ever. Okay, so he's going to meet her in the Philippines, and I'm like, bruh, you just stupid. Anyway, we see him try to FaceTime her, like, okay, I'm gonna call or whatever. He hits the little button to FaceTime her, and he's like, she rejected the call. Just stupid. And she texts back, I told you I'm really, really shy. Like, I'm just so shy. So she basically won't video chat with him. Bruh, anytime someone will not video chat with you, it's a catfish. Okay, they either want to rape you, rob you, murder you, or just waste your goddamn time. Like, I don't get how anybody falls in love via text and via anything that's not, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not against long distance relationships, you know what I'm saying? I know things like that work, but I don't want to have a long distance. I don't want to have a cross country long distance. I don't want that. I just don't. Okay, I can't do it. And if the person won't even FaceTime you or video with you like from across the seas or whatever, I'm not going to meet you across into your country, brother. No, not at all. Now, if you want to come here and meet me, okay. But the thing is, I barely would talk to. I talked to one guy who did not live in Michigan. He lives in Ohio, and we talked, video chatted. Cause he's like a 3 hours drive from me, and you know what I'm saying, we talked back and forth, we video chatted back and forth, FaceTime back and forth, you know what I'm saying, it was a whole, and he was like a boyfriend or whatever, but we were getting to know each other. But when he messaged me, I said, I don't want to talk to you because you live in Ohio and I live in Michigan. Like, I don't want to out-of-state boyfriend. This is boring. You can't take me on a date because it's going to take you 3 hours to get here. No. And he kept, well, no, it wasn't that far out. And he persisted to date me. And that shit did not work out because, again, it's 3 hours away. And who has time for that? So I can't even imagine dating someone who is in a different country and who you can't see at all. It's just fucking text. I don't feel like text. My finger's going to break. I'm going to get carpal tunnel. Okay? Anyway. So, you know, he is like, I'm just too old for the games. I'm saying, I just can't do that. You know, but you old enough to get fooled by that girl, okay? You getting played by a woman in another country, and you don't know it yet. But I think you might know. You might know. His brother comes up. His brother name is Dean, and Dean is honest. Dean, like, you on some bullshit, bruh. You being dumb, bruh. You being real stupid, bruh. He's like, look, go over there, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Get your freak off, but just don't get invested. Like, don't get invested in the bullshit of it all because we don't know what's going on. And Tarik, like, you know what? When you find someone who cares about you more than themselves, you know what I'm saying, you lock it down. But does she really? Like, she ignores you. She won't video chat you. If she cared about you, where she would have, one, came and saw you, or two, at least video chatted with you. No one can say they don't have access to video stuff, because if you upload your fucking photo to your computer, laptop, or to your computer or laptop and to the website, you had to have a camera to take that photo, and every camera has a video recording option. Okay, let's be truthful, that's what it has. So no one can say I can't video chat you. Well, then you're a fucking robot. Okay, if you're a robot, I don't want to talk to you. Anyway, his brother also said, like, you know what I'm saying, look, she just wants to be in America. Like, she's using you to, you know, be here. And I believe it. So, you know, he like, look, she still be at her ex's house hanging out. She still got clothes or whatever. And then Tarik admits, well, yeah, she do still kind of have contact with her exes. Bruh, then what is you doing? What kind of stupidity pit is you from? Okay? Get your ass up out that damn stupidity pit and grow the fuck up, okay? You was too old for this bullshit. I'm stupid. So the brother has decided, you know what I'm saying? Because Tarik like, bro, you stupid. The brother has decided to go with him to, where's she from? The Philippines. Because I'm not going to let you go by yourself. And I think that's a smart thing. So you should never go to another country to meet a stranger alone, okay? That is a taken season waiting to happen. Y'all saw the movie Taken. Don't do it. Anyway, you know, he like, look, that's fine, you can come, but I just need you to, you can't be disrespectful. Like, you can't disrespect her or her family or her friends. Like, you just can't be rude. Which means to me, his brother is the kind of person who be like, you know what, I don't like that bitch. He might sit in front of her. She like, don't, you know, just don't fuck it up for me. But I'm like, at this point in time, you know, you might have fucked it up for yourself, because I don't think she's a real person. So, you know, he then brings up how he feels as if Hazel would be a good stepmom to his daughter. I'm like, how do you know that, though? You don't know her, bro. You just don't know her. I'm doing this for my daughter. You know you're not. You're doing it for you. You want this young Asian from a different country. It's like you buying a bride, if you ask me. But whatever. So, he leaves to go. Okay, his brother's coming the following day. He has like 5 connecting flights, and it's gonna be like a total round trip, a total trip of 36 hours. I'm like, look, I don't want love that bad. I don't want to have 5 connecting flights. I don't want to travel. No, no, thank you. I'm good. No. And then say I brought an engagement ring with me because I think she's the one. No, she's a catfish. Okay, it's a catfish. Cause no. Anyway, that's his whole thing. He is on his way to the Philippines, and I'm just okay. Anyway, Ricky is in Colombia. Okay, Ricky flew his ass all the way to Colombia to meet Melissa, his catfish. And the reason I say she's a catfish is because she literally, when he said the video that they had, she didn't talk. The picture just moved. I imagine a man sitting there with her picture holding up the phone like, because it was just stupid. He also, in her photo, the photos he's shown of her, to me, makes her look like a ghost. Okay, have you ever seen those, when you see an episode of something and they say, oh, so-and-so died 45 years ago, but we still feel her here. The pictures always look real glossy and like airy. She's a ghost. Okay, it's a catfish ghost, is what it was. But he thinks she's the love of his life, even though, he thinks she is the love of his life, even though she won't respond to his text messages. He has not talked to, now she not returning his text messages, but she also would never video chatted him. But he has not heard from her like in 2 days since 2 days before he went to Colombia. Look, if you can't respond to my text messages, I'm not going to Colombia to meet you, bruh. You already shown me your inconsistency. No, you're just stupid. He's in Colombia texting her. She isn't responding at all. Like, she's just not responding. And I'm like, how do you go to Colombia and then start like, you know what? I hope she shows up. I hope, this isn't a ruse. It is a ruse. It's a goddamn ruse. Okay, it's a ruse all up and through. So, he's getting ready for the date. Getting all snazzy, getting all dressed up or whatever. And, even though, again, she has not responded to any of his text messages, he is getting dressed up. Got some little flowers, got flowers, little cute little shoes or whatnot. And he's text her again and say, hey, I'm going to be at this place at 7. I'm like, Lord Jesus. So he show up dressed up or whatever to meet someone who has not returned his messages in 2 days in Colombia. Okay, I'm like, and when he went to the bar to get a drink and said, yeah, I'm coming here to meet a girl I've never met before, the bartender said, or a wife, I said he know the trick. You come here to buy goddamn bride. So he's waiting. He's waiting and waiting and waiting. And then he gets a text from her that says, I'm running late. I'll be there by 7:30. He gets all happy. Okay, he's happy, joy. But at 8:49 p.m., her ass still ain't there. Now, you know what? I'm always late. I can admit that to myself. I am always late to stuff. However, if you text someone at 7 and say, I'll get there at 7:30, and then at 8:49 you ain't there, and you ain't text back, what's going on? We see him texting her like, if something's wrong, let me know. If you can't come, like, just say something. But she, of course, isn't saying anything to him because it's a whole damn catfish. He like, I'm just worried about it or whatever. Now I'm worried she won't show up. You wasn't worried when she wasn't texting you back 2 days ago, you stupid little idiot. If she does not come, it's going to depress me. We'll get depressed. We're going to get very, very depressed right now. I want to get depressed enough to never do it again. Like, just never fall down this rabbit hole. He then says, who says I'll be there in such a time and then not show up? A catfish. A man catfishing you. Okay? We hope they don't kidnap you and sell your organs on the black market. Oh, silly stuff. Look, catfish stuff, a man. Then gonna say it's a limit to how long I'm gonna wait. No, it ain't, because you're still waiting. And that's how the episode went off for him. He was still waiting on his catfish an hour and a half, like, well, damn near 2 hours after the time she was supposed to get there. She ain't coming, bruh. And when she get there, no. If she come and it's really her, I'll be so surprised. I'll be so surprised. Or if she comes, she gonna probably come with a pimp who pimping her out. Anyway, Darcey and Jesse, I don't even know. I don't understand why they together. I really don't. They're at a hotel in New York City to spend time together before he meets her daughters. That man don't need to meet her daughters. Okay, he barely want to meet her and deal with her. He do not need to be introduced to that lady daughters at all. So she wants him to. She wants it, like she said, I want to have a conversation about our issues or whatever. Have a heart-to-heart conversation because I'm saying, despite our issues, I love him. Spoken like a true crazy delusional woman. I I'm waiting to talk about her damn eyebrows. Her eyebrows are to her ears. I'm like, why do women? I'm like, I have thin eyebrows. I completely get that. But I'm like, well, your eyebrows should not be over here. Like, it should not be your temple. Eyebrows should be above the eye. Okay, this is the eyebrow right here. Your eyebrows should never be on this. Like, it should not be over here anywhere. Like, it should be nowhere near your temple. It's just weird. Anyway, Jesse's saying how he wants to embrace her life and how she is in America, but he feels like she goes on social media too much and to argue about stuff. So they go to dinner, and you know what I'm saying, she's like, we can just get through things or whatever, we can get through crap or whatever, it's fine, we can just get through things. He like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, because you create stuff that, you know, we have to get over, you know what I'm saying, but I'm happy you stayed off social media, because he asked her to stay off social media since she went on, I think maybe like Twitter, and was saying how, you know, they were broken up and he can go fuck off their bitches again or whatever. And she kind of insinuated that he was cheating. So that's where the whole they beefed out situation came from. And she's like, but I don't have to be off of it forever. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of where I have my voice. Jesus, fix it. Cause I'm over her and just on the episode too. She just gets on my damn nerves. Because, you know, he like, well, I just don't want it to be to where if we get into a fight next week, you're going to take it to social media. And I feel like even though the way he's going about the conversation is rude and crazy, what he's saying is absolutely true. But that's something else. When you are dealing with someone from a different country, the way they interact is different. So for him, that assertiveness may be how they handle things over there in Amsterdam. Here, she has insecurities and she's sensitive as hell, so it just comes off differently. And he just kind of bring up, like, you know, again, if we fight next week, I don't want you to go to social media, whatever, like, leave it alone. And it was weird because, what did she say? Oh, he then said the reason I hate it was because you went on social media, said what you said, and you kind of insinuated that I was a cheater. But that kind of ruined my business or whatever, because I'm a personal trainer and people did not want to work with me based on what you said. I mean, how true? Like, how many people follow her? Oh, my battery low. How many people? I have been recording all night. How many people follow her on social media? Like, I'm like, really? Is it really that deal? Is it really that deep? But what his point was true. If you make it seem as if I'm a bad person, I'm cheating and doing all these different things, people may not want to work with me. So you could potentially ruin something of me business-wise. At the same time, bro, you ain't nobody. Leave it alone, bro. Just leave it alone. You know, she like, you know what I'm saying? I never called you a cheater, and I'm not going to admit things that are only in your head, because that's stupid. Now, at this point, she yelling, she getting up to leave because she's pissed off. And, you know, he like, I just need you to own up to your mistakes. But at this point, she leaving, like, I can't believe this, you know what I'm saying? The love of my life is, you know, the love of my life is shutting me out. He like, you know what? Fine. I'll leave. Fine. I'll go back to Amsterdam. Like, he stayed in the restaurant and ate his food. Okay, it's like, I ain't wasting this good salmon. Okay, I ain't going nowhere. She outside crying. I just don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? And he's shutting me out. He's the love of my life. He is not the love of your life, girl. You crying too damn much and for no damn reason. And not only that, he didn't shut you out. You walked out. You left. Okay? You left. Left him sitting there, and it's some fucking bullshit, you know what I'm saying? He like, it's only day one and she's already walked out, and I'm like, they are really, really crazy. So she outside getting all teary-eyed, like, I'm just sorry, it's crazy, because okay, I'm gonna go back in. She goes back in, and she says to him, like, I'm sorry, I'm saying it was just too much or whatever. He's like, shh, just be quiet, you know what I'm saying? He like, just say you sorry, you know what I'm saying, and let's move on from it, because he like, you know, I love you and I want a life with you, but I just need you to kind of own up your moments and like we can move on from it. I mean, I don't see them working out. I don't. I think they're two completely different people. They live their life differently, and she is not, because he said, like, you know what I'm saying, was it her that said this? Yeah, I think he said, you know, I like older women, and because they're more mature, and even though she's older, she's not mature. And it's true. She has many insecurities about herself, and it seems as if she needs validation or reassurance from whoever she's with that she's great, beautiful, you know, all these things. And you do want the person you're dating to, like, say, oh, you look so great, baby. You look great. But you shouldn't have to say, how you like my makeup? And he can say, well, I don't really like makeup. What? And then you're sad because he did not reassure you that your makeup looks great. Like, girl, you too old for that. You leave it up. Leave it alone. Okay, we've seen that you had some surgery on your face. I think she did because she just doesn't. She look a little plastic. Looks a little plastic. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Barbie doll plastic, but like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a bottle of pop plastic. You know what I'm saying? A little 2 liter bottle, a pop bottle, little thing or whatever. And so for me, I'm like, awkward, because again, she seemed insecure, and he thinks she seemed insecure, and she feel like, oh, he just wants to leave me alone. Girl, no, he tired of the bullshit. So let it be that. Rachel. So Rachel is going to London, okay, to meet John, and she's bringing a whole 8-month baby. Okay, the baby 8 months, and she's been talking to him for a year and a half. It don't add up. Anyway, when she gets to the airport, she gets a text from John saying, I can't pick you up from the airport. I need you to take a train to get to like Paddington Station or whatever. I'm like, well, goddamn, at this point it's planes, trains, and goddamn automobiles. So she's like, okay, cool, but I can't believe this or whatever. So she goes to the train, and my thing is, I would have said, well, where's the train? Like, where do I go? I don't know where to go. But she finds it, and she takes it all the way there. She's tired. Like, I've only had 2 hours of sleep. And when she gets to the station, to the Paddington location, she can't find him. He's nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I can't believe this. She then says, I have no money for a hotel or a flight home. I hope you did not leave me stranded here. If you are in another country and you have no hotel money and no flight home money, he didn't leave you stranded. You left yourself. You should never go to another country. You should never go anywhere and not have money. Like, who leaves their life of themselves and their baby in the hands of a stranger? You stupid girl. Anyway, we see what happened 24 hours before that, and we get to see John. First of all, John is short. Okay, the pictures you would have not guessed he's like 5 foot. Okay, I'm 5'1". He looks shorter than me. Okay, and I'm like, he's short. That's the first thing I said when I was like, he's short. And he lives with his mother and his dog. Okay, he says, I'm doing this to save money. He basically works for like a trash company, because this is how he shifts through rubble to be sure that the proper things are being recycled. So I'm like, to me that means things people throw away, you're going through, and so I'm like, that's, to me, it's a trash company, which is fine. It's on the job. So, but again, he's short. Okay, he made up like a little room for the baby or whatnot, and he has the things that she has sent him since the baby has been born. He brings up how he has no idea how to be a father. He has no idea about babies or nothing. Even his sister, like, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't know anything about raising kids. Like, he does not know anything. He usually is hanging out and dating girls or whatever. But since he met, what's her name, Rachel? Yeah, since he met Rachel, he's been really focused on just her and that baby. And she's like, it's just really, really weird. So, we see that he also met with his friends or whatever, and they're teasing him, asking him, is he a catfish? Like, is he catfishing her? And he's like, what? How would I catfish her? They like, did you tell her how short you were? I'm looking like, because he don't like them photos, bruh. If you show, he don't look short. Like, when I was like, that's him. He's a little man. I'm like, he's little. God, I mean, he's not, I'm saying, little person, little, but he's like little or whatever. Anyway, he says how, no, that doesn't really matter. He's like, you know what? She likes me. I like her. And I want to propose to her. They're like, wait, what? Whoa. That moves so fast. That's kind of crazy. I'm saying, he's like, plus, you can't even get in the U.S. Like, does she know that you can't go to America or whatever because you're a criminal? I'm looking like, oh, he's the criminal? Girl. He then says, like, once she gets there, he does have to explain to her the extent of his criminal history or his criminal record or whatever. I'm like, so is it more than this fight? Because I'm like, it has to be something more. It's something more, and I want to know what it is. What I can say is positive is he looks the same face-wise. He seems genuine. He does like her. And this is those moments where, two people can make a connection from a long distance. However, she would have to move to London because, as he just said, he can't get a passport to move to America because he's a criminal. And I guess we don't take criminals; we keep our own criminals. So we then see, John is so nervous going to the thing. He outside on the streets throwing up because he's that nervous or whatever. I'm like, well, that's nasty. I just feel a little nasty. But he does get to the train station. Now, we get to the train station. We see her looking around. We see him looking around. And they're basically looking for each other. And then they kind of spot each other. And she starts crying. Oh, my God, oh, my God. It was a great thing, you know what I'm saying? He is not shorter than her. That's great. He has like an inch or two on her. So it's always good when a guy is not... I don't want a guy shorter than me because I'm so short. So I feel like she is short. So I'm pretty sure she would not want a guy who was short either. But I do wonder if she asked him how tall he was and if he was honest. That part I do wonder. She did not look disappointed in him. He went his height. And it's not like he's not... it's just, I just thought he was going to be tall. Anyway, they kiss a lot. Say I love you a lot. She introduced him to the baby. It was a very strange fairy tale. Like, it was a very strange, like, she couldn't stop giggling. They couldn't stop kissing. Like, it was like a real love story come to life. And I'm like, but where's the glass slipper? Like, where are the evil stepsisters? Like, where is the evil cats eating the mice? Like, it's something, okay? It's just something. It's beautiful and dangerous at the same time. It's like, oh, they like love each other, but he could be a murdering criminal. Like, it's that beauty and danger mixed together that we don't know what's going to be coming next. But I do like is, they walked with, and even them walking away, their bodies smashed. It was the weirdest thing. But I like that she was smart enough to say, I'm saying, I still don't know enough about him, and I don't know as much as I need to know to really be with him, so I'm going to take these 2 weeks to fully get to know him. And I'm like, you know what? That's really smart. Like, that is honestly genius, if you ask me. We do see Paul go to Brazil to marry his child bride in the Amazon. I still think she's a child. I think she's like, I think Karini is like 12 or maybe 15. I do not think she's 21. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, on the plane, he's all worried about, oh my God, it's 419. Jesus. Anyway, he's worried about, the whole, his criminal record thing, her parents seeing that, so he's kind of nervous about that. But I'm like, you need to be worried about getting robbed like you got robbed last time. But when someone told me the last season, he ran off wherever and they ended up getting robbed in the jungle or whatnot. So he's also concerned because he sees that she's also flirting with other American guys, and I would wonder why she only flirting with guys from America. Like, are there no other people in her country to flirt with? Like, I'm like, it's just weird. Anyway, Kareem, like, I'm surprised he's back. I did not think he was gonna come back. She didn't think her catfish would work. She did not think her meal ticket would work, but I guess it did. We also see how there's a language barrier, and she's saying how, because of the language barrier, it's gonna be hard for him to fully explain his criminal history or record to her parents because they don't speak the same language. So I'm like, that's what it is. But when you get there, the airline lost his luggage, which had the court documents in it. So he's kind of like, oh my God, it's something I can't believe it's happened or whatever. Like, they lost all my luggage. But it's weird because he had all them totes. They probably unloaded them and thought they was supplies for the crew. I don't know. Anyway, he get there, she there, they meet up. She seemed happy, he seemed happy. They weirdly kiss. It's just awkward for me to see them together. They're like kissing cousins who happy to see. It's just weird and nasty. They're kissing cousins. It's ugh. Anyway, but again, they're happy to see each other. And he has rented the hotel room for a few days. He said because renting the hotel room for 3 months, it's just too expensive. So they'll have a couple of days at this hotel, and then after that he rented an apartment for the rest of his time there, so he doesn't have to go to her hut or I don't know where she lives, in the forest, in the Amazon, off the river, because he did not like her last time. So they get to the hotel room, and she's kind of like made it like decorated, like, and put stuff up or whatever. Like, she put up a whole little mosquito tent, because last time he was there, he was like, oh my god, the bugs. So it was real cute or whatever. And again, it's weird because they do not speak the same language, but he was smart this time. You know what I'm saying? He brought a phone that voice translates different languages, so they're able to talk into the phone and it translate what the other one said. You know, so I'm like, well, that's very, very smart, very, very smart. So they're going on a walk, and they're walking around or whatever, and you know, she was on her phone a lot. She really was on her phone, and he kept noticing it. But I'm like, again, it's like she's bored with him, and she's like, well, you know, let me see if I can just, you know, get him to really be here or whatever, and we can see what's gonna happen. So, you know, he asked her via the app, like, you know, do you miss me or whatever? And she said yes. And he then said, well, if you miss me so much, why are you on the phone? I said, well, what is wrong with you, man? And she's like, and it's funny because she can't respond back the way I wish she would because of the language thing. Even though it was said through the translator app, she didn't like respond back that way with it or whatnot. So he brings up her commenting on other guys' pages, you know, asks who was so and so that y'all was commenting, you know, why are you on his page with a, you know, emoji, heart eyes, whatever. That's just some fucking some bullshit. And then he then asked her, like, you know what I'm saying, I want to know if you would take another pregnancy test or STD test. I said, well, damn it. You think she's a whore? And she, of course, is upset. Like, you know, he's just the guy who I was liking his page or whatever. He's just the guy who helps me do exercises at home. But she says, I feel like he's also being dramatic and he's upset. And, you know, it's like he does not trust me and it's making me angry. And I feel like he thinks I'm a whore. And I said, when you ask your girl, fiance, to take a pregnancy test, you do think she's a whore. You think y'all fucking around. And, you know, because you don't trust her. And again, he said, I also feel like that he does not trust me. And, you know what I'm saying, could I stay with someone who does not trust me? So we see she get up and walk away and leave his ass on a park bench just sitting there. And because she's upset that, again, he's acting as if she's a whore. And she's like, I'm not a whore. But we do see she take a pregnancy test next week. We will have to see. And that's how their episode basically ended. And last but not least, crazy Angela. So Angela is freaking out because her passport has not arrived yet. And she has a flight out to Nigeria at 6 p.m. And if she does not get her passport and her visa, she can't go. So she's freaking out. And she just, I don't know where that came from. Because I think I'm that tired. I'm getting really giddy right now. So she goes to the post office to kind of figure out what's going on, where is my passport. They like, it looks as if it's like kind of lost in transit, like we don't know yet, it should have been delivered already, so we don't know. So she's like, oh my god, I can't make it, you know what I'm saying, I have to go call Michael. So she calls Michael, right? Oh my god, he's like, oh hey baby, what's up? You know, it was, I'm okay, he calls the baby. And I'm just so frustrated, whatever. My passport didn't come, my visa didn't come, and you know what I'm saying, I can't come without it, so you know what I'm saying, I don't have a passport. He then says, well, can't you just look it up? She's like, it's not that, you know, if it was that simple, I would do that. I've done that already. Like, I just don't have it. And he's like, okay, so what are you going to do now? And she's like, I don't know. I have to think. And I'll get it figured out. I'm like, girl, God is telling you don't go. God is preventing you from getting that passport and from going on this flight. Okay, it's Jesus stopping it. Your passport and visa is in Jesus' hands. Okay, he don't want to give it to you yet. So the next day, she brings up how she was happy because the passport came late last night. It came after her flight stuff was supposed to be leaving, but it came nonetheless. And now she's like, happy, joy. So she booked another flight to Nigeria. And she said, you know what, it cost me a pretty penny. And I'm like, but ain't you already broke? Copper pennies. Anyway, you know, she books her other flight, which cost her some more money. And her daughter is older than Michael. Okay, he's 30, her daughter is older than him. And, you know, she's just basically worried her mom's like wasting her time and that she's going to get over there and he won't want her. I feel like at this point in time, it's too late for these conversations because I would have prevented my mama. you're not gonna talk to this man from Nigeria. No, it's not. No. I would have been nagging her from the beginning. She would just stopped. At this point, she's invested. Okay, she ain't listening to nobody, baby. Anyway, she, and sometimes even as children, we have to let our parents live, and it's not thinking like let them do whatever that may get them hurt or might get them killed or man or whatever. Like, don't not warn them, but we can't force them not to do things at certain points in time. Or I would go with her, but I'm pretty sure the daughter can't afford the damn trip. But I would not let my mom go to a different country alone to meet anybody. Like, it ain't happening. Fuck you mean? Like, I'm going with you, Mom. We're going together. We'll be connected at the fucking hip. Okay? But, whatever. So, she does go. And then when she gets there, I mean, she is the only white woman that I saw. Okay? She said, I felt like I'm just a spot on the wall that everyone can spot me because I'm like the only white woman with blonde hair and walking around. And she was very, very noticeable. And I'm like, plus, you walking around with camera crews, too. So, it's a bunch of bullshit. So, we know that she's there now. So then we see 24 hours before this. Michael was 30. He's an online marketer for car dealerships. He said, but I want to come to America to eventually do something. I can't think what he said he want to do here. He lives with his mom and his siblings. So he lives, with the family. Now, he gets to the house. He has a framed picture of Donald fucking Trump, saying how I look up to him. You know what I'm saying? I had, he's a great businessman. You know what I'm saying? I want to meet him so much. I love him. Bruh, I want to punch you in your throat right now. Fuck Donald Trump. Anyway, and if you watching my video and that offended you, fuck you too. Because anybody who supports, look, I don't talk politics. I don't talk politics. What I always say is, fuck Donald Trump. Okay. Anyway, so we then see some of the pictures that she sent him. Bitch, she catfished him. Them pictures were so airbrushed and Photoshop. I mean, it's her, but it ain't her. Like, it's her with a whole filter on. It's her with like a face full of makeup. It's her at different angles. And I'm all about a woman know her angles. Like, you can know your angles and not filter your face. Like, her face was filtered in each of those photos. It was some bullshit. And she did take pictures at her at a good angle. Every woman should know their angles. I know my battery. Oh my god, my battery is low, but whatever. I know my angles. I never take photos from below. So like, you would never see me take a picture of my phone like down here, like down. No, up here, because who gonna see me from below? I mean. But my photos are flattering from below, so I know that my angle is best. You know what I'm saying, at eye level. Also, I don't take pictures sitting down because I'm a big girl. I look squashed, and I look bigger sitting than I do like I really do. So I'm like, I don't take pictures sitting down because I'm like, it's a trip. So she again knows what angles to take to not show her body, whereas I'm like, bitch, let me stand up and just show you all this body. So again, I feel like she catfished him a little bit. Like, she don't fully look like those pictures that she said. And I was like, was that her? That ain't her now. Like, that's her maybe, when she was younger. That ain't her. Like, she don't know. Nope, not gonna do it. Anyway, she like them for that was just not her. He do bring up how, she doesn't look how he thought she would or how she looked at her pictures. He said I would take a deep breath and that would be it. I want to see how deep of a breath he takes. So he also brings up how in his country they respect their elders. He says, so for me, I respect Angela as my elder. I say, you respect her as your elder? So you... Bruh, I was like, Lord Jesus. He then meets up with his friends. He's outside washing his car. And for me, it was so funny to hear them talk with their accents. Because I just, I don't hear many African accents or Nigerian accents. So it was funny, but not in a rude way. It was just fun. I'm like, oh, their accents is so... They're having like regular ass conversation. It was so funny to me for some reason. So his friends then like, I'm surprised that you're bringing a white woman to our region. No one else would do that. He's like, how our region is, so yeah, it's kind of crazy. He then says like, and she's older than me. Oh, about how much? How much is she older than you? And then he says, oh, about 20 years. They was like, what? What? Oh, that's weird. That's weird. That's too old. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. And then they're like, you know what I'm saying? She's like your grandmother. Because he told them that she had kids and grandkids. And they said, that's like your grandmother. Like, he's like, she's not my grandmother. She's my future wife. They're like, that is just kind of, that's kind of crazy. They then said, like, in our country, the men are the bosses. He's like, in America, white women are very bossy. Like, how are you going to handle that? And then he's like, sometimes she can get, really bossy. Like, if he's like, I have to keep my phone charged because she calls when I doesn't answer, she kind of flips out or whatever. He was like, so, I have to figure out how to deal with it. Now, as he's saying that, his friends is walking away, and he's like, it was like, he's in love with his grandmother. I said, oh my God, because he's in love with a grandmother. I was like, man, y'all is hilarious. So, that's how the episode went off with him, with her getting there and not seeing him yet, and him preparing to see her. And then it goes off, and his friends are saying that he's in love with his grandmother. I was like, oh God. Anyway, I'm done. Okay, if you have, it is 4:32 in the morning. If you have watched this whole thing, I set a time earlier. What time did I say earlier? Put that as your code, and then add with it boom shakalaka, or Shazam, or voila. So, one of those. Okay, I'm done. Bye.